Dish Network is helping to bring consumers and prepare them for the DTV transition in February 2009. Are you ready? We certainly hope so. And, of course, if you're a regular Into Tomorrow listener, of course you're ready. Corporate Communications Manager with Dish Network is Francie Bauer. Francie, welcome back Into Tomorrow. How are you?
Thank you so much for having me. I'm doing great.
We're glad to have you with us at CES Unveiled again, because you always are doing fun things and cool things. And I mentioned, of course, being ready for the digital transition.
Absolutely.
You guys have our favorite converter box that you've had out ever since you guys have stepped up to the plate and said, we're going to help folks. Even though you're a satellite company, a lot of the same customers also use an antenna, whether it's rabbit ears or off-air, aerial, as my dad used to call it, that sort of thing. A DTV converter box is needed in those cases.
Absolutely. We have a lot of customers who opt to get their locals over the air, and so we have the solution for them, as well as people who just prefer to watch TV over the air only.
Yeah.
So those people who don't have pay TV, we have an option for them as well. And actually, we have several options. We have a suite of converter boxes.
A suite now?
A suite of converter boxes.
How sweet?
Well, there are actually 4 of them. I believe you have the DTV PAL.
Right.
Our entry-level box is the TR40. It's a $40 box with the coupon. It is free. And then the DTV PAL, which is one level up from that, it is $59.99 or about $20 with the coupon. Then we just launched the Plus. I don't know if you've heard about that, but it's the DTV PAL Plus. It is $69.99, so it's about $30 with the coupon, and it actually has an enhanced tuner for people who live in weak signal areas.
Wow, nice.
Because as you know, with digital, it's either on or it's off. It's like a light switch.
Yeah, being zeros and ones, you either get the data or you don't.
Exactly, and so we're trying to increase the probability that people living in those weak signal areas will be able to get a signal. Now, the latest thing we've actually announced today.
This just in.
It's our DTV PAL DVR, going to be available for pre-order November 19th, so next week at dtvpal.com or by calling 1-888-638-9912.
So this is as in digital video recorder?
As in digital video recorder. So
nice.
I believe you may have one of our digital video recorders for the service. It's very similar to that. It uses a lot of the same features. It records, of course, over the air, and it records both digital and HD. So people who have an HD TV can certainly enjoy those great local HD signals as well.
Wow. And it's going to be available just in time for the holidays?
Exactly.
Is that the plan?
It's going to be available probably around mid-December. But like I said, you can pre-order at November 19th at dtvpal.com or by calling 1-888-638-9912.
You're the only one that I let sneak in phone numbers.
Well, some people, and we find a lot of times people who do like to enjoy over the air don't necessarily have internet. So we want to make sure we provide those other options for them as well, although I would imagine that your listeners probably do.
Well, of course, our savvy audience is well connected, no doubt, but it's important to know that they can get it. And then what's the difference then between the DTV PAL unit and then the Plus unit? Just that next one, is it?
Well, the Plus. So the Plus is not a DVR.
Right.
So the Plus just has an enhanced tuner to be able to pull those signals if maybe you live in a weak signal area.
Gotcha. So then now the other end of the spectrum, the basic unit, the one for $40, free with the government coupon.
TR40 CRA.
And the DTV PAL. So what's the difference there? No analog pass-through maybe or something?
Actually, all of our boxes have analog pass-through. Wow. Some of the few out there that have that. Really, the difference between the TR40 and the DTV PAL, they're very slim. I mean, the DTV PAL it has a lot more marketing support and tech support behind it, but really the technical differences aren't there.
Gotcha. And of course, with the economy these days, it's great that not only you guys are stepping up and helping, understandably, the budget-minded consumer, but even those folks that are saying, well, I want high def, and yet there's still a budget issue there. You guys have even got that covered.
We do. Now, I will point out that the DTV PAL DVR is not approved for the NTI coupon because it has too many bells and whistles. But we've instituted a $50 instant rebate. So it's a $299 box, but $249 with the rebate.
Oh, very cool. And available just in time for the holidays.
Just in time for the holidays.
There you go. So you want to make sure and look into that as well. What's the latest anyway with your HD TV offerings? Because I know that we've been talking about Turbo HD for some time and continuing to add high-def channels on the Dish Network. Network service.
Yep, Turbo HD is our all HD programming package. Right now, it has over 40 HD channels at $24.99 a month. So it's pretty affordable for people who are looking to get all HD.
Yeah.
We are looking to reach 150 HD channels by the end of the year. Right now, we're at about 115 or so.
And the end of this year.
At the end of
I don't
this
want anybody
year.
to say, oh yeah, but they didn't say what year. Well, we're talking about by the end of 2008.
By the end of 2008, we were looking to get to 150 channels.
Wow.
So, yeah, so HD, of course, is very important for us. We are the only pay TV provider in the industry that offers 1080p resolution. Right now, that comes in the form of pay-per-view movies, or video on demand, and right now we are showing Iron Man.
Very cool, because that's a good point that you're bringing up. Most of services, of course, are only 1080i maximum, and some are only 720p for that matter. But the only time you generally can get 1080p is with a Blu-ray player these days, or
That's
maybe
exactly
an older
right.
HD DVD. But it's very cool to know that on your premium movie channels, it's 1080p.
And we're looking to add more and more as time goes on. It's just one of those things where you got to get all the licenses, you got to get everything in order, bandwidth, of course. So.
Yeah, because of course, like anything else, you got to worry about compression and things like that on certain channels. And with high definition, you want to compress as little as possible to get that good quality.
That's absolutely correct.
That's where your engineers are waving their magic wand.
Yeah, and we're looking to do IPVOD in 1080p. So that's something that's kind of next in the future is to be able to offer more 1080p programs that way.
And of course, congratulations to you and all of Dish Network for some Innovations Award honoree-isms, of which you can't even tell us too much until CES.
No, it's super top secret right now, and we have it embargoed until January at CES. But we will be talking about what we won and demonstrating as well. But I can't unfortunately say anything right now.
That Francie,
I know.
She's such a tease.
I'm leaving something to be desired.
Yes, so I bet we're going to have to then commit to have you back on at CES to tell us about some other new products that you can't even really tease us with.
Happy to be there, yes.
Well, we'll do just that. Meantime, check out dishnetwork.com. Francie, always a delight to have you on. And we'll look forward to having you again at CES with even more cool stuff to talk about. Back with more from New York City, I'm Dave Graveline. This is Into Tomorrow at CES Unveiled on the Advanced Media Network.